Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Psychosin project, and I am here with Danny and, so I've got your name again, mate, so Matt of the Dirty Youth. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Right, how's the tour been going so far?
Excellent. Couldn't have been better than we could have ever imagined. It's our first headline run.
Yeah.
There's been lots of people at every show, which is awesome.
Yeah, we were kind of worried about going out and headlining ourselves and, you know, thinking, like, going to places in the country I've never even been, let alone, like, set my gear up and start playing. Yeah, those people turned up and it's good.
Excellent, excellent. Now, how would you describe the sound of the band to someone who's not heard you yet?
Amazing. Best band ever.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, like sex to the ears.
Fair enough. Do you know, obviously, unlike many commercial style rock bands, you still manage to keep things really kind of heavy, and that come around naturally while writing the songs.
Just kind of do what we want to do. We don't really stick to one genre, and you know, we listen to like every type of music from metal to kind of, well, pop and folk.
I think it's more the guitar tone than anything. I mean, who wants a flimsy, chingy guitar? It's not much
Well,
energy in that, is it? So
you say that, how many bands do that for us?
Yeah, personally, I prefer the energy and, you know, just that little bit of gravel and distortion, whereas with a clean guitar it's a bit gay, really, isn't it?
Now, I did warn you there's going to be some questions you've been asked about a million times. How did the band form?
Right, we formed about 7 years ago at a festival. He was in a band at the time. I was singing on my own. Gave me a call a few weeks later and said he wants to start a band with me.
Oh, okay.
So that was good. And yeah, we've been together ever since.
Excellent, excellent. What can people who have not seen you, as like myself, expect from a live show?
To be very sweaty, definitely. Yeah.
Especially tonight in that
Yeah,
venue.
it's very, very hot, sweaty, and worn out, which is what you want from a gig, really, isn't it?
Well, preferably.
Yeah.
What are the influences behind the band?
Loads. We've all got completely. We're into different style of music, so we couldn't just pick one. Obviously, things like Queen, Michael Jackson, everyone loves. But yeah, it's all different. And I think that's how we come across as diverse, really.
Yeah, and yourself?
Yeah, I listen to everything. I like kind of from like metal to pop and anything.
Matt likes his chingy guitars.
I don't like the chingy guitars.
It's the next album, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, the next album's called Chili Guitars.
You decided to release your upcoming new album and get funding for it through Kickstarter. What was behind this decision, and have you been blown away by the response so far?
Couldn't believe it, seriously.
Yeah,
I was like, we done half a target in 2 days.
Yeah,
That was unbelievable. And we haven't really pushed it since that because we've been on tour. So yeah, no, unbelievable experience. And you can just give the fans a little bit more back, and it gets them to give them a chance to get involved.
We literally just asked the amount of money we need to produce, you know, to produce the album, kind of get videos to people and get the PR people, and just that was it. And we didn't expect, when we were asking for the money we asked for, we was like, oh, is that too much? Because you don't want to kind of.
Yeah, it's a danger of Kickstarter, really.
You know, go off
no, but I mean, loads of bands are asking for like 10k plus, and it's like we actually worked it out and sat down and thought we need about 3.5 to actually.
We didn't want to line our pockets
No.
or nothing. We just wanted to get our music out there, like in the right way, I guess.
And as soon as possible.
So what's behind the decision to go through Kickstarter to do that?
A few of our mates' bands have done it and had a really good response, and we've done Pledge twice, so just a different avenue and exploring different options, really.
You kind of keep control over everything as well, then.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you don't end up spending that extortionate amount of money on things you don't need.
Yeah.
And you know, you just get to do what we want to do, I guess.
This is your first official headline tour. Have you found it's been nerve-wracking to reach this position in your career so far?
Yeah,
and really rather quickly as well.
Yeah, it's been really, really fun. It's great to do a headline run and get people singing along to all the songs straight away that you don't get on obviously a support tour because there's a new audience for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, watching all the people sing with stuff, and kind of they all come in with the t-shirts on. And you're like, oh, people have actually bought this. This is working, like.
Excellent. How's the writing for the new album been going?
Well, it's done.
Pretty good.
It's
Yeah,
done.
yeah. Well, we put a last-minute edition on. We wrote a song about 3 weeks ago, and I
It's
rang
going to
out.
be the next single.
And I rang everyone. I was like, I've got this new tune. It's going on the album. They're like, oh, really? Now? That's late. So we learned it 2 days before we come on tour, and it's going to be the next single.
Okay, you actually answered my further question actually. What's the name of the next single then?
It's called The One.
The One. Any release date for that?
15th of December.
Oh, there we are then.
Why did you choose to call your new album Gold Dust?
It's quite hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
It's like it's that rare to get things that good. It's like gold dust.
Okay. Have you got any strange tour stories so far?
How long have you
Where
got?
to start? Yeah. We're gonna save it for the novel, I think.
Right, okay.
Or next DVD.
Yeah, you have to buy the DVDs. They're all in there.
I've already got it, don't I? I've already got the first DVD.
Another one for free now.
Okay, you did an acoustic cover of Korn's Narcissistic Cannibal a few years ago. Are you looking to play this live ever again, and how did it feel when Korn themselves got in contact and offered you a tour with them?
We've never actually played it live, ever.
Oh, right.
When we recorded it over Christmas, I loved that song and just wanted to, do our version of it. Put it up online, didn't expect to get the response that we did at all.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't
expect
expect to go on
Korn.
tour with Korn. Yeah, actually got up and sang it with them, which was
Mind blowing, I
very
imagine.
surreal, yeah, really, really weird.
I can see you're still getting over it now,
No, it's
essentially.
crazy. You still have to pinch yourself and think, did I actually do that?
It's quite strange. We kind of all walked out from the backstage area and Korn kicked in and I was like, they sound quite big, don't they? And then Danny started singing. I said, no way. It was quite unbelievable.
Okay, if you could have anyone guest on one of your albums, who would you choose?
Live? Have they got to be alive?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Send me one person I'd want.
One? Can we have more than one?
If you want, go for it.
Who would you choose?
No, you go first.
No, you.
No, because you might use mine and then I could have another choice.
Okay,
Are we talking for sales reference? Because I wouldn't mind getting one person.
Playing, who would you choose? Because I'm going from a vocalist up.
Player, any
Option.
player,
Or writer.
alive or dead, to play on our stuff. Jimi Hendrix, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be, hasn't it? I stick Hendrix on guitar.
Yeah.
Tom
This
Jones.
is our super band now.
Tom Jones can do vocals.
Yeah.
Drums, probably Taylor Hawkins, because he's banging on the drums, isn't he?
Mm.
Bass,
Leon.
Billy Sheehan. Billy Sheehan on the bass from Mr. Big, I reckon. He used to play the drill.
Yeah.
I don't know. I quite want to see Leon up there with Hendrix and.
If I am playing with Hendrix, he's not.
That's the rules, that's it.
That's it.
I was going to go for the obvious Freddie Mercury, but yeah.
Would you get Freddie? Yeah. Well, you could
Yeah.
have Freddie and Tom Jones. It'd be like an amazing version of the Blackout. Not that the Blackout aren't amazing. They are amazing, and they will. So.
Okay, finally, have you got anything you'd like to say to the fans who are listening?
Thank you for doing the Kickstarter.
Head over to Kickstarter if I haven't done it
Yeah,
already.
if you haven't done it, do it.
Okay. That's it.
Alright, well thank you for joining me on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dirty Youth.